Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Inside the EntreMD Business School show. Okay, I'm Dr. Tamar Beckford, and I have a lovely guest for us here. She's one of our stars within the school. This is Dr. Oluyemisi. I'm going to have her introduce herself. She's going to tell us the name of her business and also where she's located. Go ahead, Dr. Oluyemisi.
All right. So my name's Dr. Famuyiwa, and I am the founder and CEO of Montgomery Fertility Center and the Montgomery Fertility Center Egg Bank. So we are located in Rockville in the state of Maryland.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Well, you'll hear me calling her Dr. Oluyemisi. That's her first name, but Dr. Famuyiwa is her last name. Alrighty, so Dr. Oluyemisi, 2023 was such a big year for many of us in the EntreMD Business School, and for you, it was no different. So tell us, what were some of your tangible wins within the business in 2023?
So I think that 2023, probably the biggest win is we were able to increase our patient base. But not only that, I think we were able to better organize the practice operations. So that was a huge win. And put some new procedures and probably I would say new offerings available to our patients. We were able to broaden and expand our egg bank that we've been working on, and still working on. So a lot of new things, but a lot of in-depth and a lot of expanding on what we already do.
I love it. So you'd say 2023 was your year of expansion.
Sort of, in a way, and we're still growing, yes.
Yes. Alrighty. So you said that you were able to increase your egg bank. Do you remember like by what percentage?
So what we're doing when we first started is establishing it takes a while. Getting the regulations and all that, but able to expand the number of egg donors that we have and to broaden that so we have more offerings for our patients as well.
I love it. I love it. Alrighty. So 2023 was the year of expansion. So you've been able to expand the egg donation. You've been able to expand on the office. You had some procedural flow that you were able to really go on and to help. So did all of this bring in an increase in your revenue? What would you say?
I mean, I think I wouldn't really focus too much on the revenue side. It did bring an uptick, but you're just putting all the metrics in place that will later on grow.
Even with that, for us in EBS, we call grow avalanche. So, so that will lead to that snowball, aka that avalanche that's coming. Now, I know that with this, you've had some intangible wins. So what would you say were some of the intangible wins within your business within 2023?
I think probably the biggest one would be being in an environment where other doctors are doing great things, expanding, flourishing, learning with them as they're, everybody's trying to do the best they can do. But you'd be amazed when you're in an environment where multiple heads come together. You're able to, as we would say, 10x your imagination almost. So that would probably be the biggest intangible gain.
I love it. Alrighty. So with that, my next question is about your experience within the business school. So within the business school, you have, talked about some of what you just noticed. So give us a little bit and someone's glimpse of your experience within the business school.
So I wouldn't even call it a business school per se. The way I look at it is, it's almost as if you're getting executive coaching. And then because there's so many other doctors within the group that have great ideas, some of them also have their own coaching business. But even if they don't, you have all these people who are willing to offer help, offer advice and say, well, we did this way and we learned XYZ and we did it that way and we found out that's not the way to do it. And so you have just an amazing wealth of experience. So being in that environment, it's almost like it's like one-on-one coaching, really, except you're one-on-oneing with so many people who are all in that group. I could reach out to any one of them. They're so helpful. And of course, when people reach out to me, I like to pay it forward and pay it in kind. So it's almost like um, having a very close-knit cohort of extremely supportive individuals who are incredibly brilliant in their own fields. It's really nice.
Love it, love it. Now, everyone has ups and downs,
Correct.
and within the business world, it's no different. But we call our downs, we just call them lessons. So what would you say are some of your biggest lessons of 2023?
I think in the hiring arena, so I think I learned now how to, and I'm still learning. I don't think it's all done.
Right.
I think I learned to, the hiring process is a strategy you never learned in medical school, right? So talking to people, reading books about it. So I think that would be some of my biggest lessons.
Lessons, yes, in the hiring process. And
Yeah.
it's something that many organizations, big and small, are all, finding very challenging during this
Yeah.
time. So for
Yeah.
you, it's no different. But like you said, you're reading the books, you're doing the thing, and you're doing the work, and you're pulling in from the community in order
Right.
to, get through this, what we call a valley in our
Exactly.
school.
Yeah. And
Alrighty,
yeah.
so we're here now, and there's some people that are listening to your story, and even though you didn't mention, and I'm going to mention it for you, some of the other tangible wins is that you were on TV.
Right.
Hello, so tell us all about that.
So that's still in the process and I want to hold on to that. It's going to be evident in a few days, but I think, and also I'm about to be interviewed for another sort of like televised show. I'm going to give a talk for minority women, women of color having access to fertility. So I think one thing leads to another, and people hear about you and they say, well, gee, can you give that talk over here? Or can you help this group of people? And as Dr. Una said, it's the key thing is to focus on sitting on your why, trying to get wins for your patients, trying to do the best for them is probably what will yield the highest win, right? Because if you take good care of a patient and you do it in a very efficient manner and you create incredible wins for them, they're going to be a raving fan. They're going to be talking about you. They'll spread the word. So that's really that's a good plus.
I love it. So you're having now your incredible clients who are spreading the word, who are getting you out there on national TV, because this is not just, yes, we're not naming it, but this is something that is a guilty pleasure for many who love to watch, TV, and you are there. And, you are providing high quality care there within the Maryland area. You also mentioned, you're now able to go out and to support minority women who might not have had access to fertility treatment, which was also a huge passion of yours for even getting into this field. So now we're talking about being able to do things that you're passionate about, being able to increase your revenue within, increase the flow, the efficiency, learning processes, the hiring and the dehiring, aka firing, of those who are not aligned with where you see your practice going. Now you've been able to do all of this, But there's some people who are listening and they're like, I don't know. Is the business school for me?
Yeah.
What
So,
would you say to
so,
that
so
person?
I think the biggest win
Mhm,
is going to just be, think a bit of it as being in an environment with what, over 100 people who are, again, different fields,
mhm,
but that you can ask questions from. Someone can, review your maybe social media activities and say, well, you know what, when I saw it, this is what it looked like from my point of view. Maybe you might want to tweak this. That's
mhm,
positive feedback.
mhm,
So being in an environment where everybody is so supportive. So that's why I said that maybe not so much a school, but more like a coaching. Yeah, that's it. A coaching club. Yeah, that's it. So, think of it. I mean, you go to your country club and everything. This is a coaching club where
mhm,
everybody is really coaching. You're learning from everybody. And we all help each other out.
mhm.
And if you see someone is discouraged, you jump in there, you give them a hand up, and some surprise, surprise, maybe all they need is that one person to say, you can do this, you can do it, keep on keeping on, keep
Mhm.
keep swimming, like as in Finding Nemo. And that may be something that lifts that person and makes them believe again. I mean, we
Mhm.
all hear about some physicians burning out and quitting what they love,
Yes.
but maybe if they did it in a certain way, they wouldn't quit.
Mhm.
And who wins at the end of the day? I think the society at large, the
Mhm.
community at large wins.
Mhm.
Um, because you have all these doctors who are staying in, giving their very best.
Yes.
I think everybody, it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. So, like you said, it is a community that's very supportive. It's a
Correct.
community there that's uplifting. When you are having a bad day, sometimes you probably need to just hear the yes, you can do it. And
Yeah.
the great thing about it is that we are all at different phases at different time. So you will be also on the end where you can help
Yeah.
and support someone else who
Yeah.
might be in a little bit of a valley to help to pull them
Correct.
through. And then in the end, who wins? The society at large, because they get to benefit from doctors who are loving and very passionate about what they're
Yes.
doing and giving their
Exactly.
very best in
Exactly.
whatever it is that they do.
Correct.
Thank you so much, Dr. Oluyemisi, for stopping by and giving them a little bit of a glimpse of what it's like to be inside the EntreMD Business School. I would implore you, she said, listen, this is a place where you get so much support that you will be at your best no matter what. So if this is something that you want, hey, come and join us on the inside of the EntreMD Business School. I'm Dr. Tamara Beckford, and I will see you guys on the inside. Thank you
All
so much
right.
for joining us. Bye-bye.